Alright, today we're going to change the oil on my 2004 Toyota Sequoia. I removed the oil cap. You need your oil, some 5W30 right filter, a 14mm wrench, an oil filter wrench, and drain tools. This should be pretty easy to break loose if the person, or if you did your oil before and you torqued it down correctly. But yeah, this is where we're going to use your 14mm ratchet. This came loose real nice, just somebody torqued it down correctly. This is the first time doing the oil on this vehicle. Since I've owned it, I dropped the oil drain bolt into the oil, no big deal. Just grab it, clean it off. This oil was very black, thick, dirty. And towards the driver's side is the oil filter. Get your oil filter tool. This shouldn't be on there. This should not be hard to get off. It should just be about a half turn to quarter turn before you can do it by hand. And see, since most of the oil is out of the engine already, there just should be a little dribble coming off your oil filter. I kind of get one of my oil catches close underneath. I don't want to make a mess here. Get your new oil filter. I like the OEM ones. You can get them at like a parts department at Toyota. This is what I had for now, but make sure you put oil on the new O-ring. So it should be already on your oil filter. And make sure if you're using the old oil like I am that there's no debris in the oil or in your oil catch like before you have done this, because then you'll be rubbing debris on there, so you don't want to be doing that. But any oil works. You can use new oil, old oil doesn't matter. You just use it to create a seal. Put on your new oil filter and be careful when you thread it. The first 5 turns or so, you should be able to spin it. See how I'm just spinning it? If there's any resistance on there, you're threading it wrong. And when you start the car, oil will dump out everywhere. I know from personal experience. So hand tighten this. Use your muscles, hand tighten it, and then do a quarter turn with your tool afterwards. This does not need to be crazy tight on there. With the O-ring, it will seal itself. Quarter turn. And please do yourself a favor and put on a new crush washer. I got this for like $15 off Amazon. It has every sort of crush washer you could imagine. I'll put a link in the description. Normally you're going to have to use a tiny screwdriver or some sort of tool to get the old crush washer off, because by nature they crush. So I just set it down. I don't even know which one, but this one has the same diameter. It's not quite as wide, but that's, this will do. So I like to hand tighten everything and make sure that it's being threaded on correctly. It should be very little resistance in the first couple turns. Clean everything up. Normally I spray it with some brake cleaner, but it wasn't that bad. So tighten it up a little bit. You don't have to, but I'm going to use a torque wrench. I'm going to torque it to 10 foot-pounds. Just if you're not using a torque wrench, just torque it down where it's snug, but don't over tighten it. I've done a few oil pans because I've over tightened it and stripped that bolt, so don't strip it.
I'm just going to show you, okay?
So my son is helping me. I'm just helping him learn tiny bits about car maintenance as we go, so he's just helping me add oil.
Like that. Yeah, you don't, because then it's spraying around. So it'll take this whole thing and then...
The Sequoia takes, with a filter, 6.6 quarts.
Full synthetic racing oil. This is for race cars.
Yeah, I use Royal Purple, and all my cars does full synthetic. Just that's what I use.
So do I need to?
Here you go. Go grab it. Okay. So, yeah. Do you think just try not to spill? Okay, buddy. Oh, there you go. Yep, that's good.
Do you want me to just use the entire thing?
Yep. But yeah, you don't want to pour it too, because if you pour it too fast, it's a funnel. It'll fill.
Yeah, and then it'll get everywhere.
Yeah, you don't want to spill oil on your engine, because your engine will burn it off, and then it'll be like.
So yeah, when I was a kid, my dad taught me how to change oil in the car when I was pretty young.
Is that it?
So I ended up, changing the oil on the cars. So if you teach your kids that young, then have them do some of the maintenance. Okay, after you add your oil, you want to check your oil level with your dipstick. I haven't turned the car on yet, so it'll go lower, but you know how to check a dipstick, or you should. That's basically it. Put your cap back on. I had an experience where a friend took his car somewhere and they didn't put the cap back on, and it sprayed oil everywhere. Okay, I always check the hood and the underneath the car for tools, just out of habit, and also to make sure that nothing is leaking.
Yeah.
After you change your oil, just start it up. Peek under your car, make sure all the oil hasn't drained out because you put the filter on wrong. And yeah, this pretty much works for every car. Thanks for watching.